Well, what would you do if you got a call from the White House asking you to be on a plane the very next day, all to be part of a signing at the White House? That was the case for several dairy farmers this week. And for the ones that said yes, they were a part of watching what Trump called common sense legislation get signed into law to get whole milk back in schools. And it's all to make America healthy again. It stirred up quite the social media frenzy this week.
The milk mustache is back.
USDA and the White House saying nutrition shouldn't be controversial. It's common sense. That's as President Trump signed into law the Whole Milk for Healthy Kids Act at the White House this week.
Whether you're a Democrat or a Republican, whole milk is, right? That's a great thing.
Surrounded by farmers and legislators with a large bottle of milk on the desk, it was the first bill signing of the new year.
As it currently stands, schools participating in the National School Lunch Program are only able to offer students low or non-fat milk options. That was changed during the Obama administration. With this legislation, schools will finally be able to expand their offerings to include nutritious whole milk.
After the announcement, Secretary Rollins taking to X to highlight the nutrition of milk, something she also talked about at the White House.
How long will that take?
It should just take a few weeks, and then the milk starts moving in. So it's a big announcement, sir, for our schools and our children.
But standing right next to the president as he then signed the Whole Milk for Healthy Kids Act into law was Tara Vander Dusen and her two girls.
You want to just say how great milk is?
It's so amazing.
It's so amazing.
A sweet moment captured on camera as Guinevere and Annalise had a trip of a lifetime at just 11 and 8 years old.
I have heard when you get invited to the White House for one of these announcements that involves farmer, it's a whirlwind. It happens quickly. Was that the case for you?
Oh my gosh, it was such a whirlwind. Like, I don't even know how to fully describe it, but you get a phone call being like, hi, this is the White House, and we want to talk with you about an opportunity. That was on Monday.
Within 24 hours of saying she was willing, she then got a call from the White House saying she needed to be in D.C. the next day.
Rural New Mexico is not necessarily the easiest place to get to Washington, D.C. So thankfully, my mother was the superhero of this story and made it all happen. I was actually on vacation with my husband. So I flew to D.C. separate. My mom packed my clothes, packed the girls' clothes, obviously packed herself. With less than 3 hours from the time I called her till the time she needed to be at the airport. So we made it to DC, and it really was a whirlwind getting to just getting it all set up.
It would have been so much easier to just say no. So why did you say yes?
I'm not going to lie. I was like, I just say no. It was a once in a lifetime opportunity. I mean, not only was it an incredible opportunity to meet the president, for the girls to meet him, but like, this is a huge win for dairy farmers across the country, a huge win for school-aged kids that depend on school lunches. And Trump, I think, said it best when he said, this is common sense. Why can't kids have whole milk? Before this bill was passed, if you wanted to have your kids have an alternative milk option, you had to have a signed note from a doctor. Now parents can make that choice themselves.
Vander Dusen wasn't the only dairy farmer in the Oval Office on Wednesday.
The amazing thing is some of these farmers back here from Butler, Pennsylvania, he milks.
Where?
Butler, Pennsylvania.
I love Butler. I do.
Yeah, they love you. They love you. But he milks about 40 to 60 cows.
And when William Teeley had the chance to speak to President Trump, he said this.
Well, this is such a monumental day in agriculture, not just dairy farmers, but for all of agriculture, because this helps me as a producer, helps the processors. It also helps these kids here. So it's good all around, and this is perfect legislation, a great day for America is what this is.
The Pennsylvania dairy farmer also called the new legislation common sense, but one that also offers hope.
And I believe it was Brooke Rollins and Robert Kennedy said yesterday about how important this is to a growing children's diet and for brain health, brain function, and physical health, and all those things, and all the fat that is in milk is all good fat.
He says it was a humbling experience at the White House this week that marked a major win for dairy, a powerful moment that moves away from demonizing dairy to now toasting to milk. I can't imagine the chaos and getting there so quickly, but it's definitely a day that Tara, her girls, and William will never forget. Well, we need to take a quick break, and then it's Tractor Tales next.